Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. Oh my god, I'm off camera. Hi everybody. What's happening here? It's like busted. Look at that. I'm just like hanging out on the wrong side of the screen. Isn't that fun? Why is this happening? Why is it like this? Why is it just broken? Why is it just in the wrong fucking spot? Okay, there's a solution to this. I don't love this solution. It's a workaround, but it'll get the job done. Hello. I'm a boy today now. I was gonna be a girl, but technical difficulties have forced my hand. I love being gender fluid. I guess I can make this work. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's time for more Timberborn. And this wonderful time where we are facing perhaps our greatest achievement yet, which is the full eradication of all droughts forever and always. Water scarcity shall become a thing of the past, and we will become as gods among beaver kind. You know, the Iron Teeth are set to become the greatest that there have ever been. You know, it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be everything we possibly want. Da 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 da. You know? Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, what can I say? Welcome back to stream, everybody. Pyro, hello! The text said, you a boy today! No, literally, you're like, grow that dingus now. And I was like, ay, jeez. Ay, shamai, okay. No tits. I understand. It shall be done. Hi, Pyro. How are you? Are you enjoying yourself? You've been having a good day? Welcome in, welcome in. Pleasure to have you with us. Hope you've been having a good one. Taking care of yourself and all that. I'm doing good. I'm running out of food in my house. I gotta go buy more, but it's so expensive. Food is gotten ridiculously, so obscenely expensive lately. It's, like, even the processed crap is expensive now. Like, I went and bought a bag of potatoes, and it was like $6. And I'm like, 5 pounds of potatoes for $6? That's insane. For potatoes? That stuff used to be like $2 a bag, you know? It was cheap. Your days had its ups and but also its downs. Well, I mean, ain't that just the truth, brother? That's how it always is. You know, it's funny. I was like, I'm going to stream at 5 today because I only want to stream for a couple of hours. We've had some very long streams lately, so I was like, yeah, we'll do a little bit of a shorter stream. I don't have that much that I really want to do in Timberborn today, and I had stuff that I wanted to do, so I did some work. Which is why stream started at 5. I was working, and I'm like thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, if I was smart, I would have just streamed at noon or 2 o'clock or whatever it was when I was thinking about streaming, and be like, all right, I'll stream now, just go for like 2 hours, and then I can have the rest of my day to do whatever I want regarding like getting work done and like getting dinner and whatnot, because now I've got this weird 2-hour break when I'm gonna be sitting here streaming for 2 hours, more or less, instead of doing other things. I feel like I'm really getting out of my flow. Don't get me wrong, I'm really happy to be streaming today. I want to be streaming today, but it's like, well, that wasn't very smart of me. Anyways, hi. Your mom gave you a special Rubik's Cube. Well, that's interesting. What's special about it? I was under the impression a Rubik's Cube is a Rubik's Cube is a Rubik's Cube. Does it got like fancy colors on it? Do you like hit a button and it automatically reshuffles itself so you don't have to do it? And it gives you a full random pattern? Like, how does that work? How can you have a special Rubik's Cube? Let's also go ahead and like jump into the game, why not? You know, I think that'd be a good time. I think that'd be fun. Jump into the game. Heavy sigh for somebody who's on break today, you know? Like, I've been chilling, hanging out with my dogs, we got a lot of snuggling, and I was productive, and still I'm hitting you with the, I don't know why. I think I'm feeling the fact that it's Thursday, so, like, spring break's already half over. I have to go back to school on Sunday. Each part is a different size. Well, how does that work? How is each part a different size? Oh, I see. Interesting. Pyro has sent me an image on the Discord. Pyro, why do you DM me these things? Why don't you post it in the actual public Discord so that people can, you know, see what you're talking about Like, if you put those in the public Discord, then people who are on stream can join the Discord if they're not already in it. By the way, link in the description down below. But if you DM it to me, I'm not gonna repost it. I don't care that much. But like, if you post it publicly, then people can see it. Just a weird thing, weird choice. That's all I'm saying. Your mom gave you the gold one. You've owned the silver one for a couple of years now. Interesting, interesting. Is the goal to like have all of the different sizes also line up, or can you have it like colors solved but not sizes? Though I presume looking at it, it'd be really difficult to have all of the colors solved but not have the sizes in place, because there would only be each of the colors would correspond with a side. I don't know. I'd have to see them in action to actually say for certain. Anyways, does this show Timberborn? Or am I going to have to, like, do some shenanigans to make it actually show up on screen? Because that's the real question. Oh, good. It's up. It works. Perfect. That's all I needed. Timberborn. When last we left off, had we finished this latest drought, or had we only gotten like halfway through it? I can't remember. Since it's all the same color, you solve for size. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was looking at it and I was like, "Where's all the colors?" I see. It's obvious. Obviously, you can't solve it. Are there multicolored ones and size differential ones? I feel like that would be fun, where they're both different things. I guess my question is, if you're solving for size instead of color, is it genuinely like any different? Or is it still kind of the same? Is it more complicated than solving for than for solving for colors? Hi, buddy. I got a doggy boy here. Ah, yes. 2.4 days remain in our current drought cycle. Oh, no. 2.4 days remain before the drought begins. That's right. That's right. We had finished our last one, and we were working on getting our dam rebuilt. But, of course, there's still time left before that begins. We need to have these get built before any water storage can get. We've only got a couple of days to do that, so hopefully we'll be able to start getting stuff done for that. I believe I've already set up priorities. Yes, priorities do say that this will be done soon, so I don't know. I am, I suppose, somewhat concerned about the beaver's ability to actually get in there and build it all, but what do I know? Something that could help. Put in a stair. Just like... That's the wrong button. There we go. If we put in a stair there, then we can put in some pathing right along the front. That way they can have some more direct access. It's kind of different since you need to take the closer look. Interesting. You should time yourself on the normal Rubik's Cube, and then the mirror cube is the special one it's called. Interesting. Are you good at Rubik's Cubes, Pyro? Is that something that you've got, like, experience with? So, if my theory about them being able to place infinitely downwards is correctly, they should be able to just build this one. And then... I'm going to mark that as a high priority. It's not highest. So, if they can build these, they'll build these first. But if they run out of things to build, then they'll focus this. 2.4 days. Okay. Beavers. We only have 600 water in storage overall. Man, the frame lag today in Timberborn is bad. But we've got 3 functional water pumps in Amsterdam and water storage going up. We have additional water storage being prepared and built over here. So, okay. I think we just go ahead and hit play. Yep, there we go. Drought approaching. Thank you for the secondary warning game. But I was prepared. I was on it. We got 8 injured beavers. Got 1 from industry, 2 from industry, industry, industry. Ay, ay, ay. They love getting fucking hurt over here in industry. Which, it tracks. There's a reason I built all the fucking spa day bunks. But all of them are being targeted, so that's fine. Your personal best is like 30 seconds, but you got lucky with the scramble, I think. Average when he was really into it was like a minute. Well, that's still impressive. I don't think I can even solve a Rubik's Cube. I've never really tried. Huh. My buildings are flooded. That's not good. Why are my buildings flooded? Real question. Why are my buildings flooding? I think if I put this at 1.95, that gives a relief valve effect over here, right? It's supposed to. That's at the lowest it can be. And yeah, here we are. Lots of water coming down. I'm not sure what the issue is. Well, they're certainly working on something here. Alright, Das Capital. What kind of resources are we looking at here? We have processed metal, we have gears, so we've got logs. We've got the whole 9 yards, basically. If I look here... Oh, these are being built. Okay, yeah, it's metal planks. It's planks and metal blocks, all of which we have. We got 623 planks sitting around somewhere. Presumably plenty of those are in Das Capital. Yep, we got 300 sitting around here. That's good. The real question is... Can I change anything to make the, You know what? It's Timberborn. I think we can survive having our graphics quality on medium if it improves our frame rate, right? Marginal benefits, I suppose? It's starting to get better. Alright, yeah, there we go. That did help. Truly insane when Timberborn starts running worse than... Okay, why is this closed? Oh, because I was doing river control, right. Because if I let the full torrent come down here when there is nothing built, this floods immensely badly. That's right. Alright, let's speed things up. We've got a dam to build, beavers. Let's get to it. At the very least, this is built up here, so we do have some water storage available. It's better than nothing. Fingers crossed. Well, we've got a sluice built. That's 2 sluices built. Auto open. Close if downstream depth above 1. Alright, that's valid. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, get that last sluice built. Alright, we have an amount of water storage down here. Let's go! Huge. Very nice. But you really want a new megalith. This is a Rubik's Cube with 12 sides instead of 6. Dodecahedron, right? Yeah, I think so. You broke your old one. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I do have a Rubik's Cube somewhere, but it's like a really old one. It's from the original run of the Rubik's Cube that my mom got when she was in college or whatever. So that's kind of interesting. I should probably put this up to 1.0. Get as much water in here as possible. Well, maybe? Because eventually, when it hits above 1, all of the buildings in Amsterdam flood, which is a bit of an issue, I admit. Storage, large tank. Let's get another water tank in here, because The whole point of this place is water storage. Yeah, we got 300 water in storage there, so that's good. I actually think I need more water production overall to satiate my poor beavers. Well, the plan is to get more over here, so they're working on it. Have to admit, I'm not loving how this has been built so far. I'm gonna go ahead and just close these sluices. Yeah, the special 50th anniversary cube that has gold instead of white. Interesting. And I assume that's oh, that's a regular Rubik's Cube you're talking about. Okay, that's a special regular Rubik's Cube because one of the Rubik's Cube sides is white. I don't know a lot about Rubik's Cubes, I'm gonna be so honest. Alright, 0.2 days, the dam is not gonna be finished before that. So I'm going to turn the floodgate up as much as possible. And we're going to rely on good old-fashioned flooding. Kind of want to leave that closed, to be honest. Hello, Zagrex! Welcome in! Pleasure to have you with us, as well as to you, Elmigod. Yggdrasil's blessing to me. Oh my, why would the Divine Dungeon deserve Yggdrasil's blessing? You had a bit of a Rubik's Cube days. I could guess, Spyro. I admit, I could guess. How you doing, Zagrex? Welcome to have. Pleasure to have you with us, as well as to all of you who are just joining us. Welcome back to Timberborn. We're currently facing down a sizable drought. Our water infrastructure is not in place because I made a bit of an oopsie-whoopsie in the reconstruction efforts for it. So yeah, that's not great. That's where we're at right now. We're working on it. We're working on it. Fingers crossed everything will be fine, but we might face a population decline if we're not careful. Because I need this lake to be as full as possible, this lake to be as full as possible, and this lake to be as full as possible. I can't back up this any more than it currently is. And this drought is going to be a problem. Alright, drought begins. Whew! That water dried up fast. Alright, well, we have, fortunately, an amount of water. It's a 23-day drought. That's not too bad. Because your frame rate is like Ragnarok, you require a blessing. Yeah, well, I turned down the fucking graphical quality. I'll drop it all the way to low. It's not really changing much in terms of visual aesthetics for the game at this point. I mean, my beavers sure do be looking low poly these days. I don't know why the frame rate's so bad today. I'll be honest. I don't really have any extraneous programs or anything open. Though saying that, I should check. It's fucking supportassist.exe trying to run in the background for like 10 billion. Sorting by memory usage. Supportassistagent.exe using 500 megabytes. I'll drop that off the face of the cliff, see if that helps anything. Considering we weren't maxing our utilization, I highly doubt it, but yeah, what can I say? So, well, we have water. That's the good thing. I'm just going to go ahead and put this to open so it becomes one big conjoined happy family. This is also one big conjoined happy family right now. Yeah, not great, not great. But we've been in worse situations. We're working on extracting more water from here. Here's the real question. Why is no one getting down here? Is it too far away from a path? That's probably what it is. Alright. Start with that, and then we put it out to there. There we go. One nice big conjoined path all the way down into the woods. Hopefully, that'll help some beavers get down there and actually get the work done of removing that. Because I need to build more water pumps here ASAP. Like, just as soon as possible would really be the play. And speaking of building additional water pumps, I need a 4x4 and a spot where it's hanging off. I can build one here. Get that triple platform rolling. I don't love queuing up platforms for building that are going to be incomplete, but unless they get down there and start taking down those trees, there's truly nothing I can do about it. Hello, Seraphim. What's up? How you doing? Welcome back to the game. Happy to have you with us. Hope you're doing well, taking care of yourself, having a good time. How is industry doing in the face of drought? Well, their bad water supplies haven't yet dried up, so the network, this power supply network is going well. It's only 600 horsepower being put out? Oh my goodness. Yeah, as the water levels drop, the flow slows, and so the water wheels also slow down, which leads to the inevitable decline of industry's ability to work, which is a shame, but they're getting the job done using that good old engine. We've got a bound water tank that's absolutely filled up. We have 11,000 science to work with. Oh my god. What could I possibly want to spend that much science on? Maybe the platforms? They would probably help make building things in Amsterdam a bit cheaper, though 90 processed metal is far from cheap. Though, I should probably get the efficient mine, because this is going to run out soon, and we do need to be able to build stuff there. You're doing well. You could require a certain beast to come to visit tomorrow. Gizmoth wants head pats. Oh, the puppy. Yeah, we should probably build one of these. They are expensive, but worth it. Oh my god, I didn't even plan for it to connect like that. Nice. I will say, this is a, is this a low priority? No. I'll put this on slightly lower priority for the work, for the construction, because it is extremely expensive. 300 logs, 450 gears, 300 treated planks, like, and that is going to take several days worth of constant production to pay for. So, worth keeping in mind. Ah, look at them go. Building up more and more and more. Please, build these stairs as well. I appreciate that, my beavers. I have 84 beavers and 6 baby beavers sitting around. It's gonna be too many to support, unfortunately. Sure, I'll be there tomorrow. And take Yusman home with you. That's a threat. Someone said they were gonna take my puppies home with them. Well, we certainly wouldn't be getting along anytime soon. Those are my puppies. Those are my babies. Boo-boo-boo-boos. No, you can't have her. She's my puppy. Exactly. Exactly. Sarah gets it. Looking at my inventor's huts that have nobody working in them. That's funny. I really don't even need them. It's given the amount of science we are cranking out overall. I don't want to accidentally have them working when I don't want them to, so I'm actually going to go ahead and claim the resources in them. I'm going to drop this down to, like, 1 extra, sure. Oh man, this thing's also already almost out of water. Alright. Put the height up on the gate, and turn off the deep water pumps. These two can stay running, I'll be honest. I think they'll survive. When do I release this water? Probably to refill this reservoir here. Given how low is this? It's very low. We're gonna go ahead and open the sluices for a little while. Ah, look at that water go. Whoosh. We're gonna close this when probably just about there. Interesting that the sluice actually can't keep up with the flow of water that's going through there. That's slightly concerning. Push that up a little bit higher. I'm gonna turn this. How concerned should I be about this filling up to the point of overflowing? It looks like maybe not at all. Okay, cool. So the reason she likes me more is she wants to come with me. Suck it, Sarah. Aw, that's just mean. She has the same taste as me. I would also come with you if you'd let me. Wink. Alright. Yeah, no, I take easement. That's more than enough. The baby. Fellas, let's not have a child already be scarred with the horrors of divorce. Why is this at half height? Jesus Christ. The glitch where it changes what I set my floodgates to is going to kill me. I just wasted so much water from that. Oh my god. That was... Oh, god, that's so much water. No. No. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Oh boy, you're a meanie. Drayden, you agree with me, right? Drayden, know that I take far more care of Yusuf than she does. I will not be getting involved. If you need me to swear on oath, you can requisition me in divorce court, I guess. I don't know. No, I'll be honest, I think you'd be hard-pressed to get me to appear in court in Germany. Do you guys even have divorce court? Does this joke make any sense to you guys? Or is this an America-only joke? USA! USA! Look at my beavers go. They are building up those levees like there's no tomorrow. I'm so proud of them. Unfortunately, the dam should be finished for next season. So that's good. We just need to survive this one in the meantime. Which is, easier said than done, I think. If I'm being very honest. Yes, very much easier said than done. Buildings lack power. Ah, well, I'm not too concerned about that. If the power is truly necessary, well, we'll get this running. What is this? Why is there a hole in my stuff here? I can make them trees. I do need more logs more than anything, so more oak trees, please. And we'll designate them. Yeah. Those were designated for cutting. Why did that get cleared? That's very strange. Hello, Saurian Beaver. Welcome in. Wow, 36 cycles? Well, that's a really long time. Well, thank you. We've had a lot of ups and downs. I highly recommend going back through the playlist, link in the description, to see all of what we've gone through. But we have had 2 separate times where our population has crashed out so completely that every single beaver died. But as you can see, we have been strongly intended to making the most of everything that we have access to here. We're working on our first deep mine. We are, of course, playing with the Iron Teeth. Here we're in the What are we called? The Vilebarks? Yes, we're the Vilebarks. In Castle Ironhurst. Crater Ironhurst. We've got our beautiful district of Industry, and Amsterdam, the Stilt City, all of which function to produce the things that our wonderful Das Kapital needs to survive. Alright, let's see. Speaking of things that I need to survive, I need more water. Bad. Alrighty. Get that triple platform, get the single platform, put it up, bada bing, bada boom. Alright. And when those get built, we can put in some more people to work in this city. You have something you can do that. You have a place, but it's not a courtroom. Oh, interesting. Also, for divorce, you'd first need to marry. Well, I don't marry for a dog. Sure. That's definitely what the joke was. Don't worry about it. But yes, I'm so impressed with us. The Vilebarks have been our strongest clan. They have some truly terrific stories. We have the wonderful, great leader of Ganonu, our original beaver, who survived by the skin of his teeth on our first ever major bad tide, where all of our population crashed and died. And of course, we have Tidar, whose founding legacy from a single beaver grew up starving and without a drink, not a drop of water available to him, who managed through the death of his 3 other siblings to pump a drink of water and spent his life pumping and pumping and pumping his log until eventually his tenacity was what allowed us to finally build Industry, a great place where we used our mastery of technology itself to the greatest ends the world has ever seen. It's truly a magical place. We love the Vilebarks. We're working on a number of mega projects. The last thing Tidar issued in his great life was, of course, the construction of the Great Mega Dam, which redirects all of the bad water away from the Great Amsterdam Lake, of course, which we are building our Stilt City atop of, so that we can produce as much water as possible to feed our ever-growing population. I really need to figure out what number of birthing tanks there are that stabilize our population, because when I hit 100 pop, I think it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough times. We are currently facing some rough times at the moment because I may have done a little oopsie whoopsie. I may have made a little mistake and accidentally drained my entire reservoir while trying to construct a mega dam before we were ready for it. And we have survived 2 droughts with a diminished water source. We got very lucky that both of them were droughts and not bad times. Did your last beaver multiply by himself? Yes, 2 separate times we have had our lineage completely cease, and then a new beaver by himself did it. And that's because we as a group of beavers reproduce asexually. We reproduce through the production of birthing vats. Good old breeding pods, which just run on water and berries. So if you want to know where babies come from, that's where. Water and berries, kids. Waters and berries. Alright, 17 days. We'll probably survive. though it's going to be rough. We are running down our log stockpile as well. That's not great. But the mine's coming along. That's good, because our scrap flag is not going to last much longer. But that one scrap flag gave us all of the metal that we've had to use for the entire time period. Nice. Well, thank you, Soy Beaver. Much obliged. I'm glad to see that we have an aficionado who understands it. It makes more sense than Zerg evolution. You know, sometimes you just gotta take what you can get, you know? Man, 17.2 days of drought remaining. Well, we're doing our best. We're currently working on a massive land clearing project over here, putting a ton of dynamite down so we can blow this popsicle stand. But of course, that's a little bit secondary to construction of the Great Dam, which will be the savior of all beaver kind. Nah, Zerg evolution is similar, requires only minerals and Vespin gas. Yeah, there you go. Alright, I'm going to release this whole set of water, reconnect it down here, because this is a deeper pit, so it'll actually lose less from evaporative sources. Assuming it doesn't get to be too full. So long as it doesn't overflow, we are going to be just fine. I think we'll be okay. Perfect. Look at that. The new secondary reservoir has started its processes. And eventually, we're going to use dynamite. We're going to make this thing huge. We're going to blast out the world's greatest reservoir back here. And we're going to have so much water storage. And then bad tides won't be able to affect us basically at all. I should, make sure I turn these on. That's free water I don't want to be passing up. Requires minerals, investment gas, and of course supply by overlords. True. Who knows what supply is in StarCraft? I believe it's supposed to be a metaphorical representation of the concept of logistical strength and the ability of you to divert resources to new locations. They're integrating that into Stellaris in the new 4.0 update, from what I understand. I need to read the Dev Diary. The Dev Diary came out. I haven't read that yet. Oh my goodness. My extract tank. Tasty. God, I love industry. This place is so well designed. I know, well designed is maybe a bit much, but it's so complete. It's exactly what I want it to be, you know? 450 gears is also insane, by the way. That is such a large number of gears required for production. Supply is nothing more than an unit limitation. Well, exactly. That's my point. It's a metaphorical representation of the very concept of, like, your ability to move things around. It's logistics. It is a resource that measures your logistical capacity. Man, there was not that much water in there. Okay, well, we've got the water that we've got. That's what counts. As long as it keeps things green, we keep having food. As long as we keep having food, we keep having beavers. It's all good. It's all good. I'm going to shut down one breeding pod. I'm going to put that on pause. With the intention that if one of them gets paused, maybe that'll be enough to stabilize our population. It's so hard to stabilize your population with the Iron Teeth, I'll be so honest. Because you can massively overproduce kids, or you can massively underproduce kids. It's rough. It's a hard place to be. Spinny, spinny, spin. I love how even in the middle of a drought, you know, like, everything else is dried up and empty and useless. There's a little patch of green down here, but it's fully full of contaminants. But over here, oh, our lands are beautiful, green, verdant, and fertile. Well appointed for everything that may come our way. We got unemployment Quick, migrate the population. I want 2 more people minimum living here. I can only fit 1 more person in Amsterdam. Okay, cool. But that's more people to work here. This is waiting on gears. What's my gear workshop doing? I honestly probably... I want to say I need more gear workshops, but what I need is more horsepower, actually. Because right now the only thing that's supplying it is the engine. I should probably make some cliff batteries, huh? That would probably be smart. Make some gravity batteries. Ugh. Running the power storage is such a pain, though. Or, like, connecting them to the power network. It's not really a good way for me to run the connections. And they really wouldn't do that much for us. I mean, like, how much can this even store? Building one here. It doesn't even tell you how much it would have when it's built. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it to build a gravity battery. Because I feel like industry would rip through it so fast. Because usually doesn't even hit full supply, even when these are fully running. Oh, by the way, you finally watched Freer? Oh, very nice. I've been meaning to. I haven't watched it yet, so no spoilers. It's on my list. Though, for all you... Oh, hey, is my dynamite all finally placed? Let's go! Boom, baby. Means I can finally do all of this. 1 more piece of dynamite. And we can finally level this terrain all the way out. It's gonna be gorgeous. It's gonna be so good. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch Frieren. It's on my list. I just haven't really gotten around to it yet. It's on Netflix now. But there's a ton of shows I haven't actually watched, even though they ended up on Netflix. How's the water level here doing? Pretty good, pretty good. We're producing at least enough water that no one's... It hasn't really made a dent in our storage, which is the important thing. Fingers crossed, it stays that way. What I really need is another means by which to ensure industry's water always goes where it needs to go. Obviously, the biggest point towards that is bad water discharge. That shit's expensive to build. 4,000 science. I'm gonna unlock it. Because if I can get bad water discharges, I can open and close these at will, and it makes sure that even during a drought, these stay open. So I can utilize that to make sure that industry stays constantly powered, even during a drought, which would be really nice. I don't really want to go in there ever. That's the thing. This place never fully drains. It's fun? Yeah, that's what I've heard. This little divot never actually fully drains of its bad water. It stays forever, which means that these bad water discharges do need to be built by a beaver that either is willing to die, or we go and we get the very expensive decontamination pods and we build a couple of them. Because the beavers can recover from bad water exposure. That or we just have some leprosy beavers. We build a district center off in the middle of nowhere and banish all the beavers who get contaminated there. Which is the cruel, terrible, but very utilitarian means by which you could do that. Do I endorse it? No. Oh, goodness. We're out of water on the upper levels. Well, that's not good. But all of our dynamite's in place. Watch this. What do we think? Most fun from the left side and watch it go over, from the right side and go over, or somewhere in the middle? What do you guys think? Can I do polls on YouTube? I can. Let's see. Right side. Where to start Cascade? Add option. We'll go right, left, middle. Bam, look at that. Start poll. Vote up, you dinguses. Personally, I think the middle would look best, but I don't wanna sway the results any one way or the other. But I love voting. I love democracy. You think it should be on the right-hand side? Okay, interesting. We've got 10 days left in this drought. Das Kapital is going to suffer. I think we're going to lose a lot of our agriculture. Yeah, all of our oak seedlings are going to die out, unfortunately. That's not surprising, but not unexpected either. Unless... And drying out, water and healthy. And it doesn't say when they're going to level up. When they're going to reach maturity. That's a shame. We're getting an industrial lumber mill here. I do like how I have some tiny remnants of industrial capacity still remaining in, what's it called? Das Kapital. But I really don't need planks anymore. No, that's not true. I need planks. I always need more planks. Next, we both watched Nier Automata anime. There's an anime? Oh, interesting. Blackbeard's finally going to see if it holds up, or is weak and dumb trying to make a game into an anime and fail miserably. Yeah, that is rough. Let's see here. Wait, Amiga and Watch Freerun? Let's go! Yes, indeed. That's what I was going to say. For all of you anime lovers out there in the audience, because I know I've attracted several of you, for whatever reason, one of my friends managed to convince me to start watching a little show called The Apothecary Diaries. Have you guys ever heard of that one? Hey, look at that! The dam is done! It's been fully built, completed, and it's ready for deployment. I'm so proud of them, my beavers. We've done the impossible. Why can't I destroy this? Oh, because of the... Yeah, alright. So let's go ahead. We're going to demolish buildings and resources, and at long last... we can demolish the old levee structure, and thus increase our water storage capacity. Bada bing, bada boom. More fluid available for storage. Love it! Yes, Pyro, I watch anime sometimes. True! Ooh, you've seen a lot. You like the art style, but you haven't watched it. I see. So you've, like, heard of it, but you haven't actually watched it. It's very ideal. What, Apothecary Diaries or my new giant dam, our gorgeous superstructure available at long last to release just oodles and oodles of water to our thirsty beavers. Oh hey, this guy can't do shit anymore. Alright, pause that. But before you go running off, you can... Yep, there you go. Get another job. Drain what little water there is left up there. That's what we need. You've seen a few clips about the show itself. Fair enough. Oh man, speak of water depletion. This has nearly been drained down another level, which means the pools here are going to stop working, which is a shame. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Pools just ceased to function. You can't swim if it's too shallow. Oh man. The bad water discharge even shrank down actually. It's a pretty, it's a heavy drought. Actually, the poll has been decided. Right it is. You know, sir, you sound very official, but the votes do have it. The right does have it. You know, how many more people will possibly vote? Probably not, but 60% of you said started on the right, so we started on the right. Behold, the detonation sequence. And as the bombs clear, the smoke rising into the early morning sun, we see a fresh new land made available for all beaver kind. Behold, the new world. Ah, I love Dynamite. It's so nice. Big, flat, open area. Just can't wait to see what it looks like when the water comes through. There's a chance that the interior will not be fully water, in which case maybe that will be our cue to move this back just a little bit, change the positioning of it, for the sake of that, yeah. Could be good. Bum, 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 dum, dum. I do think we should run a path like that as well. Still leaves that back corner relatively inaccessible, but for the most part, the whole area is an accessible one. You know, why is this like this? I can remove this, and in turn remove the gathering flag. And then from there, what is that, food for gathering? Oh, yeah, just turn that like that. That's one extra piece of land to be utilized. Like these blueberries. Yeah, I'll probably put down an extra berry bush. Why not? I don't know, we have a lot of berries. Might be better being something else. Our first eggplant. Corn and eggplant, you have to like really do a lot of processing for. You love the flair for the overdramatic. Well, of course. What else are you people here for? Not me being overdramatic. You can make it a coffee bush. Yeah, you know what? We'll have one coffee bush back here with the rest of it. I doubt that will. I have no worries that will introduce some weird inefficiency that's going to destroy my entire colony. There's no way that happens. They're out of water up here too. Okay, the dramatic post-punk music is in fact perhaps justified. We are out of water. And yet, we're actually gaining overall storage. Thank you, Amsterdam! The lake worked. I told you we'd solve droughts forever. Will we maybe perhaps be facing down a bit of a food shortage here in a bit because of it? Sure. I mean, we've got some production over here in the corner. You've even got trees that still grow because of it. It's perfect. It's beautiful. All the mangroves are dying again. Damn it. So, I should probably let my dynamite reserves build up. I probably have things that I want to be using it for. For instance, I need 50 for each bad water discharge, so I'm going to want to have those available the moment that it becomes possible to use them. Though, speaking of bad water, I do need to be able to actually access these when the time comes. And I think this pathway down will do it. I have no way of restricting their movement, so I'm gonna just pause this, because I don't want them going down here yet. I'm not ready. I want 100 explosives in storage. Yeah. I want 100 explosives in storage. By the time we have 100 explosives in storage, we'll be able to build these. I think we should maybe also build a decontamination pod as well. At least one. We can tuck it into somewhere in industry specifically. Perhaps here in the middle of the town square nearby. So that one of them, whenever, inevitably, the person who's building these becomes ill and becomes contaminated, we can decontaminate them and not have to worry about our beavers dying. More pressingly than them dying, actually, is them becoming unable to do any work and therefore being useless either. If the work isn't finished before the drought ends, maybe many beavers will fall ill. Oh, we are not doing that this drought. I love your I appreciate your confidence, Saurian, but no, we are not building those. We are not building those in what's it called? Drought conditions. Actually, okay, here's a crazy question. I have this. We've kind of noticed that the beavers have an infinite downwards building capacity. Like when we were working on the dam, we didn't need to build any scaffolding or anything for this. Oh god, I'm behind the wall. We didn't need to build any scaffolding for this. They could just build along here. I wonder if I just like built out a platform. What if I just built out this walkway and then put them over it? I hate to have to go to sleep now so you can have enough sleep for work. Ah, that is a shame, Pyre. You are experiencing one of our greatest streams in a while. Build like a bridge. I know, bridges are expensive. Good night, Pyro. Indeed. Indeed. The overhangs are weird. How does the bridge work? Ah, connects like that. Okay. It's cheaper than building out a actual platform to these things. I could build a long-ass one, too. Oh, it doesn't look like they want to connect to platforms? Well, that's dumb. It's got to connect to solid ground, I guess. Cool. Think you might also go to sleep? It is almost midnight. Yes, that is fair and expected. I'll miss you all very dearly. But I hope you've enjoyed your time that you were able to spend with us. I mean, I build expensive platformings all the time. If this... Yeah, it's kind of late, Byron. Goodbye, Sarah. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I guess I should probably hit that button. Poll ended. There we go. Nice. Beautiful. Thank you all for being the wonderful you are. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you all next time. But don't you fret, my friends, even though I'm doing the spiel. It's just for our friends who are leaving. We'll be back for them here in a bit. Alright. I'm gonna just try this. And if it lets them start building it, great. Cool exploit game. I'm glad that I don't need to ever get my beavers sick. Because, like, look at this. We have the resources. This is really not a major investment. Das Capital looks so rough when it ends up all rough and barren. It's so sad. But lands here, oh, they're doing just fine indeed. It is crazy how deeply my, like, choke point in production is gears. Nothing else. Like, it's gears that are my limiting factor. No idea why that is the case. Yeah, okay, they can in fact build it from up here. Good exploit game, very cool. Well done. Well, we don't need this shit anymore. Will those good materials probably never be recovered? Probably. Oh well. I don't care. Look at my bad water discharge. Wonderful. And soon, very soon, the gates will be opened. And it will be gorgeous, beautiful, everything we've ever wanted it to be. We will survive. And I can set these up for minor autonomous settings, and it'll be perfect. Be like there's nothing ever happened. There's metal blocks down here? Oh my god. Guess throw down a stair. Yeah, sure, right now we'll just put one like that. I'd like for them to be able to actually gather the materials that they've left on the ground. 300 years to make a bad water discharge. Well, now that we know we can build them at any time, I'm just going to pause that construction. We'll come back to it later. But we did it. We survived. A lot of people died of old age. Nobody died of water. No one thirsted to death. So wonderful. And the drought is ended at long, beautiful last. The water is free to flow once more. This sluice open and lets the water through. These sluices open, don't let the water through. Close above downstream depth of 1.0. Beautiful. I don't want these if they actually are above downstream depth of 1.0, you know? That would not be great, actually. Alright, and water flows out. Beautiful. The reservoir is perfectly in sync. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is filling up. We actually do not let out enough water compared to the intake flow. That's interesting. I'm gonna just drop this down to full release. Let through as much water as possible to there. Dropping materials from a height and throwing a hammer to dive and drive in nails? I don't know, but either way, it's very convenient. Yeah. Let us build this incredibly complex machinery that is completely submerged under toxic water. And we'll just do it from 3 miles up. No big deal. It'll be easy. Like, just lighting sticks of dynamite and dropping it straight down to excavate the bad water discharge. Alright, well, the flow is working. It's so interesting to see the, like, mild suction effect actually taking place here in the levee. I'm gonna go ahead and, I guess leave it open for now. At present, the water is flowing where it needs to, and there's no flooding, so, I mean, it's what we want it to be. This whole lake down here does need to, you know, get filled back up. So, yeah. Alright. Wonderful. And the bad water begins to flow once more, and the fires of industry return to life. I do wonder if I could increase the flow rate down here, because right now, I mean, it's at 1200 horsepower. It's definitely not running everything at max computational capacity, but it's certainly running it, which is pretty good. And the scavenger flag can still work. That's good. These are getting their job done. Still missing gears, though. Freaking gear workshop. Oh, that's the wood workshop. This is the gear workshop. There we go. It's 1 gear every 3 hours. It's just not a lot. I should probably build another one. Can I squeeze one in right here? Power now. Wood gear workshop. How big is this thing? It looks like it's the right footprint. Hell yeah. Let's put one in. Put in the twofers and then the threefers. Very nice. Destroy that. And then honestly, I mean, you just run 3 of them like that. Connect to the bad water discharge. Put the paths up. And we'll pause the construction because I don't want them wasting a ton of materials on this. Obviously, it's very expensive. Like, this one doesn't even have all of its metal blocks delivered yet. Ah, the lake has refilled. Wonderful. It really goes to show how much water truly starts flowing during the wet season. It's not quite at capacity yet. Let me drop this to 0. Nope. Please kind of drop that to the correct number, 0.95. Thank you very much. Alright, so when this reaches capacity, it'll... Ah, and just in time! We finally got it built, and the bad tide approaches. Wonderful. Hello, Drayden, I'm here, temporarily. What's up? Well, a bad tide has just begun to approach, which means that we finished our dam just in time. Looks like it was a stroke of luck. And look at that. Because everything's level now, all of this is now properly irrigated. So we could build farmland all the way across here without it being much of an issue at all. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. We are having some mild flooding issues from the levee. But they are actually able to do that, because when they're on auto, if it gets above it, it just recloses it. So that's good. Some mild flooding downstream as well. Presumably because... Why is there flooding, actually? This is closed. So the water here is backed up. Oh, that's because I don't have the release valve open. This needs to go down to 1.95. Yeah, we'll release all the excess water that starts to build up here. I'm going to go ahead and hit this with a closed, though. Some fucked up berry bushes. Yeah, they're not having a good time. I think the forester's working on it. Tappershank is not employed. Interesting. But yeah, our forester is working, doing his best. Though it is the end of the day, so he gets to go home and rest. Hey, look at that. The reservoir is refilling. Beautiful. Hilariously, I feel like despite the fact that levees are supposed to be automatic, they have made my water management issues more complicated than they previously were. But also, in return, they've made it significantly more efficient. Which is, you know, probably worth it. I can't say that I dislike having additional water storage available. What can I say? I'm greedy. Build me a levee. Too far from a district center, you say? Not on my watch. It's high time we built a more efficient pathing structure to get here. And then we can blow all of this sky high! I do need to be prepared for the bad tide. This is on auto still, and will close above a contamination of 10%. So that's good. That's important. It goes to show how much water actually can get stored back here for how long it takes to fill up. Alright, so why is this still on open? This should now be closed. Oh, because I don't have it when it's set to close if downstream depth below certain amount. Alright, so this relief valve starts flowing. Okay, okay. For sure. You have a love-hate relationship with sluices. It's true. But we did that, Arcrush. We survived. We survived the droughts, and we got the Mega Dam built. Water addict. True. The moving the water is becoming more dynamic, and I don't feel that 0.95 is safe anymore. Use 0.85. Interesting. What if we take the happy middle, put it at 0.9? Because I will say, like, down here, 0.95 worked, for the most part, to equalize this out. You like that Saurian being here? Gives that Timberborn immersion. True. We got our #1 beaver advisor here. You may be the Frostpunk advisor, but we've got the Timberborn advisor now. Whispering in my ear, conniving, seeking to take it all away from me again. You darn creatures. You traitorous scum. My platform built? It is. Wonderful. Now, if I go to wood, I can build another gear workshop. Bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful. Alright, let's speed things back up again. Last couple of days before it all turns back around. Though I will say, as always, I do want to max my water storage as much as possible prior to the end, so maybe with a day left, we accept the, we bite the efficiency decreases. Also, Arcrush, Amsterdam, it's beautiful. It's working. We got 5 log pumpers working in tandem, and throughout the drought, we were actually increasing in overall water storage. It is beautiful. It is everything we wanted it to be. We're so proud of them. Yeah, so with 1 day left, we'll bite the efficiency loss from it all flooding, and we'll just close this floodgate. But we'll keep everything closed. Why is there flow through here? It says these are closed. Now they're open. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I don't know, man. The sluices get fucking confused. I love Amsterdam. Alright. 1.3 days remain. Sure, why not? Seal the gates. None shall enter. None shall. I want as much water in this fucking hole as possible. Start the flood! Look at my massive waterfall. It's idealistic, even. It's like Niagara. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. You ever seen a waterfall like that? It's beautiful. That's a waterfall all by me, folks. I made that waterfall. You never seen a better waterfall. They love it. They love my waterfalls. They love my flooding. Am I even gonna actually get enough water? Oh my god. Sluices. Open. What the fuck was this? Me when I opened the fucking sluices and the might of God just explodes out of it. What the hell was that? What the fuck? Holy shit. That 3D water physics wasn't lying. I wish I was a beaver that's coming to be the water pump job. They don't really pump water in Das Kapital anymore. There are a couple on the outskirts, but most moisture farmers live in Amsterdam. The fucking water explosion that came through here was crazy. The fucking river has reversed its course. Efficiency loss. Yeah, it certainly seems that way. Yeah, you don't fucking say. Oh, man. On the bright side, the water levels down here are truly, like, a whole lot higher than they had been. Well, we'll give them that. I'm losing it. This is so fucking funny. Why did it just explode? And release. I don't want the contamination overflowing. I knew this would happen. It was very effective in soaking the beaver's fur. Thank you, my advisor. I knew I could trust you. I knew you would never let me down. It was all part of the plan, you see. My beavers, they love it. They love it when I get their fur wet. No one else gets their beaver's fur wet the way I wet my beaver's fur. Everyone loves it when their fur is very wet. The beavers are very happy. Their home is just absolutely caked in 60,000 gallons of water. Well, of course, who wouldn't be? Water is a very scarce and limited resource, don't you know? It's very important that we distribute it equitably amongst our people. There you go. We give them a little discharge, equalize the levels. There we go. Look at how full that is. It's beautiful. It's perfect. We'll be just fine. I'm actually not concerned. And look, we've even got the containment system up and running in time that there's no overflow worrying. Oh, it's only 21 days of bad tide? No worries. Come inside! Bad tide coming! Yeah, literally. And finally, it's a bad tide, which means industry gets to keep working at full speed! Yeah! Industry! Oh, hey, my gear storage finally got built. Isn't that nice? It's fucking empty, though. Because there's no gears! How's my mind coming? We need more gears. I think that's the takeaway, is we need more gears. I love my old, terrible, like, bad water containment field over here because we knew that this overflew the bank super bad, so we had to levy it up. He's like, quick, put up the wall. And we've never changed this. Another industry W. Dude, industry has been taking the L for the last, like, while. They've been having a bad time. Hey, does this need horsepower? Oh, shit, it doesn't. Hell yeah. At least it doesn't look like it does. Sure doesn't look like it needs it. Hell yeah. I love to see it. Ah, it truly is beautiful, isn't it? Look at this. The giant reservoir filled to the brim. The little bad current, the harsh divide between heaven and hell. What's going on with industry? The reason they've been taking it out is because we had like 3 straight droughts, and because we don't have the bad water discharges yet, it makes them work only off the efficiency of the one engine. That's all they had going for them. So they were running on a real deficit, unfortunately, in terms of what they did and didn't have available. Man, I gotta say, my beavers really crashed out here. Yet I still have 2 unemployed beavers. Who the fuck is unemployed? Where are you that you live an unemployed lifestyle? Industry? Where are you in industry that you are unemployed? How? I mean, I don't really care. I'm not going to rebalance the populations for this because the moment the mine's done, well, congratulations. You being unemployed, you volunteered directly to be sent to the mines. Have fun. You fucking bastards. God, I'm still so happy with how this lake turned out. They're the prospective workers waiting for the mine. Man, you know, I gotta turn this breeding pod back on. There's no such thing as stability in this game when you're playing with the Iron Teeth. It just doesn't exist. There is no stable population. You're either growing or shrinking. You never get to hit replacement rate. I'm sure there's like a graph somewhere online that will tell you exactly how many breeding pods you need as the Iron Teeth at every level of what average well-being in order to say this is how long it takes. Lake is super pretty. You're not running out of water anytime soon. See, you say that. We routinely deplete this lake down to the inner well. Like, I don't think we physically can run out of water anymore because of the lake. Just because you had said they don't spawn anything longer than like a 30-day drought or 30-day bad tide. And I'm pretty sure that this has enough water in it that we could continue to pump it out consistently at a 30-day bad tide. I think a 30-day bad tide might bring us down to like this second lower level. Maybe, especially if it's a bad tide, it might drop us down here. But we also have a ton of storage now, so maybe not? I don't know. Hard to say for sure. Alright. I'm gonna put this at, like, close if the downstream... Yeah, it's at 90. We'll put this on auto. And hopefully, yeah, this will just pulse in little bits of water every now and again. And keep this nice and topped off for us. Yippee! Hypothetically, I could do the same thing down here. But... do these really serve a purpose anymore? That's my question. I like to keep them there because it means that if this dries out, we keep this. You know, like, this doesn't tend to dry out. But that does require more active management to ensure that that never happens. I wonder if there's a way to make it even more extreme mid-game. 60-day bad tides. Ooh. I would only want those showing up in late game, though. Like, that would be something that could challenge me at this point in my development. You know? A mid-game 60-day bad tide. Like, a mid-game 60-day drought, when we were in the middle of reconstructing this, would have killed us. Instantly. And there would have been no ifs, ands, or buts on that. The lake is so pretty, though. Like, it's such a contrast to everything else. It's just this acidic, gross wasteland everywhere else. But you come over here, it's just like... it's beautiful. It's idealistic. Is this once, was this once a nuclear crater? Probably. Do I care? Nah. Excuse me. Alright, we are making good progress on our gear production, at the very least. So that's good. I would like more horsepower made available for industry. I mean, customize spawn rate even after you load the city. Oh, not literally mid-game. I think the progression is quite good. I agree. Like, I always felt like I was challenged. Like, I still feel like there could be events that could throw me off. Like, we're really close to being forever done with worrying about droughts or bad tides. But I could still fuck up, you know? But I do think it would be fun to be like, alright, mid-game, could you please send me a 60-day bad tide? I just want to see what happens. Because, like, this is going to be low. In fact, to try and stave that off, I'm actually going to just pause both of those. It is so interesting, though. Like, we have Amsterdam. Their whole job is water production, and they're doing a damn fine job with it. It makes me wonder if I could safely get rid of these, you know? I'm gonna let out a bit of water. Not a ton, but like enough. just so we can have this whole system be nice and wet still. I don't want those mangroves to die. What can I say? We've lost so many mangroves. They're so hard to keep safe. Forgetting enough water, accidentally allowed bad tide seep through your lake and reserve, etc. Oh my god. Accidentally letting a bad tide through here would be horrible. Like, right now I've got it on close. Like, manually closed. But having it set to auto, hypothetically, no matter what, as long as I keep this on auto, it should close if I ever forget the bad tide's coming. You know, it should automatically close itself. The Amsterdam lifestyle. Wake up, pump water, drink and eat, pump water, talk at a campfire, pump water, go to bed. True! I kind of forgot I gave him a campfire. I just realized something that's really funny. Amsterdam doesn't have a pool. It's the only district without a pool, and it's literally built on water. Just a bit of banter. I didn't give him a pool. I don't think these guys even have a way to get the wet fur buff. Put one there and maybe whatever. Yeah, I'll just put two next to each other. You know, yeah. Yeah, that'll be the way. Oh my god, let the fucking Amsterdamians swim. No! They have not yet earned that right! They actually have. I've been very impressed with their performance now that we finally have 5 water pumpers in here. They're taking care of business. They're getting the job done. They've just built that through the platform. What the fuck? Alright, step 1, well-being. Give them the old swimming pool. You probably only need 1 at the moment, but, you know, for posterity. We'll go here, mark resources for demolition. What other well-being systems do they need? They've got a scratch post, they've got a medical bed, they've got a they got a campfire. I should give them a rooftop terrace. Surrounded by water on all sides. It's tragic that the beavers there never experience what it's like to have wet fur until the end of their lives. No, a lot of them actually did have the wet fur bonus fairly routinely. Not for nothing, all beavers are originally born in Das Kapital and then move to their new homes at the end of their lives. So all of them do get to have the glorious amenities that come from living in Das Kapital about it. Imagine growing up your entire life you want to work the centrifuge industry, and when you're finally an adult, you get sent to Amsterdam and do nothing but suck up water for the rest of your life. True. I don't know, I like to think we have self-determination. Like, we have quotas that we gotta meet, like, this many people need to live in these locations each time. But there's actually more people who live in Das Kapital than who live in either of the others, so I feel like, for the most part, we're like, alright, volunteers, who's going where? Get to it. As we've always stated, working in the industry is some great and high honor that you aspire to. It's like working at NASA back when they were cool. Amsterdam, I don't think Amsterdam has the same cultural appeal to the people of the Crater Ironhurst. I don't think the Vilebarks worship the Amsterdamians as much as they worship the Industrians. The Industrians! Oh my god, that's such a good name. Industrians. Yeah, I don't think they hit it quite so hard. I don't think they look down on this position. I think they all feel it's very necessary, but it's not treated with the same level of, like, reverence. Speaking of reverence, I gotta give these fuckers a rooftop terrace. We put in a double, then a triple, and then, when they're least expecting it... Well, actually... Hold on. Efficiency-wise, what they're gonna want is a rooftop terrace, and then, behind the rooftop terrace, they're gonna want a roof. And of course, there's only one way through the land, so they'll always have to pass by it. Though I should probably build a building over here that has a roof, just so it can affect them every time somebody goes to the, goes past here. What would a 1x1 roof do? I could put a 1x1 roof there. That'd be funny. We put in the 1x1 roof. And then watch this. It's finally time. Amsterdam finally receives their bell. I think it looks best like that. We'll build the rooftop terrace last. But I'm gonna want to put a staircase like that. Let me do that. Or... Yeah, I think we just have to accept it, do this. I don't love how this looks, but what if, hear me out, because we're gonna need to build more, put more people here anyways. We do this, and we housing, give them the old large row house. Yeah, that's it, baby. The lack of guardrails at Amsterdam makes you nervous. Feels like they could fall in at any moment. Well, they're beavers. They can swim. We've got safety stairs back up. You know, it's fine. I believe in them. Unpatriotic language detected. Yeah, there we go. Put in the row house. Get that skyline going. What other decorations can I put in? Lantern? I should give them a... Maybe I give them a real lantern placement, not just like cram one up here, because it's technically efficient. I'll give them a roof up there. Because I'm nice. Hope they can build that roof. The Vilebarks for their freedom of speech is made. They don't seem like the kind of quote protest. They're all very communal. See, you'd think that. However, yeah. They're actually very racist. No. I think they'd probably allow full protest. I think that you would. I think they have a very strong groupthink, though. Like they're like, yes, you can have freedom of speech, but then you do it, and they kind of give you the like all the girls at the party giving you the ick face meme. That's the Vilebarks when you say something that questions their ability. They're like, ugh, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm going to pause the large row house. It is going to be very expensive, 35 logs, and we don't have a ton of log production right now, so... You missed the part of the stream the Vilebarks sent in the riot team via peaceful protesters. Yeah, you really miss out when you miss the early parts of the stream. You're so right about that, actually. I'm actually out of water storage at the moment. That's interesting. I'm gonna take 2 people off of these. I'm gonna put 1 here, 1 here. I mean, the Vilebarks are a little racist against the folktales and vice versa. I wonder how often they're in contact. And it is a really interesting question, is how often each of the tribes of beavers actually talk to each other. Talk to each other? Ooh. Watch this. I'm so smart. Let's get in that sick lamp. The light of progress. And then... we'll also give them the old... what's it called? You know, I haven't had anybody have broken teeth in a long time. I wonder what jobs can give them broken teeth. That's what I want to know. I gotta give them a shrub. The brazier. They know of each other's existences and the reference to beaver cities elsewhere in the world. I honestly bet they're very robust species, just one small part of the metropolis. Perhaps, like, we're sent out as, like, some kind of colonial expedition. I do wish there was a little bit more robust lore in where you come from as, like, a member of each of the beaver clans. Why have you been sent out here? What is your mission? Because ultimately, the, like, greatest monument you can build is the Earth Repopulator, which is ridiculously expensive to make, but it makes... what the fuck is this railgun-looking ass? Yeah, 1 launch makes beavers in the area extra happy. Within 40 tiles, the entire map, basically, that matters. Yeah, we put the Earth Repopulator up here. The joint venture between all of them makes every beaver very happy. It's actually hard to get all of my beavers in only 40 tiles. I kind of wish that was a bigger range. This honestly should just be a full map bonus with how expensive it is. Anyways, unimportant. But yeah, so, like, it seems that the ultimate goal is, of course... oh my god, the tribute to ingenuity. It's got a pretty beefy range on it itself. Gotta build one of these at some point. I mean, I imagine one part of another city's Earth Repopulator. I really doubt these are the only Iron Teeth on the planet. Oh, they couldn't be, yeah. But you do start with no research, so it's like, oh, what, are we just launching beavers off into the unknown with no idea of how to do anything except build, like, the most basic of structures? I think the official explanation is probably going to be that we're part of a long chain of Earth Repopulators that have been sent. In 3 tiles, the clock. I think... maybe we put the clock right here. 600 science. Learn how to fucking make a clock. Big Ben. It's a shame the bell doesn't give some kind of bonus. 3 tiles, a beaver statue. Come out of your house, have a beaver statue right there. Hypothetically, I want this at the entrance of both houses. If I was being truly efficient, I would cram all of these bonuses in such a way that they fit directly around the houses. I think if I put it in there, we can put in the beaver statue. Oh, I gotta get the beaver bust, too. Oh, interesting. I can put the bust directly next to the statue. And we'll actually, look at this. We get the beaver bust here. Affects all of them. You get the beaver statue. And it affects all of them, too. Every time you go home from work. Alright, who's who? Which one's Ganonu? Which one's Tadar? That's the real question. Well, you gotta go. Nice lore discussion. Keep Ganonu's legacy up. Ah, yes, indeed. I think the one with the beard has gotta be the Ganonu. Like, the mythic figure from our ancient past, that's Ganonu. And then the mighty and triumphant beaver with a hammer, that's gotta be Tadar. That's what I'm thinking. That's my canon. So this will give roofing to everybody. Shrub, I mean, just put a couple of shrubs down, like one there, one there. Clock, this affects most of them. Lantern, this will affect all the water pumpers. Yeah. I like doing decorating, but not that much. You believe that the building is the most mysterious. Once it's finished, they'll put a beaver and seeds onto a plane and launch it, which requires 8 people. After launch, they go to prepare materials for the next one. Who was on the plane? Yeah, probably. Alright, we got 156 gears in storage, apparently. I mean, I presume we're just taking our sweet time learning them up and down here. I apparently have no unemployment in industry again. I don't know where they went. I don't know what they're doing. You know what I don't need? You need more bad water. You guys, go get other jobs. I believe in you. I'm sure there will be something you can do. No available jobs and no available workers. Wonderful. I do need to build a storage area for this area. I might, like, I'm considering just paving over this entire shallow section, maybe even utilizing some of this. Yeah, using some of this might be a good idea. They probably don't need a large warehouse for everything, but some medium warehouses, maybe one for every warehouseable thing. What are the warehouseable resources? You got... they don't need it for bot parts. They probably don't need explosives. I'll give them gear, pine resin... Oh my god, algae. I forgot algae's a thing. I gotta make a coffee maker. Alright, assuming they want... Well, they don't need the raw ingredients, do they? The only thing they would need are the actual foods. So, 1, 2, 3, let's say give them 9, yeah? 9 medium warehouses, 1 for each of the food types. I can do that. After launch, they prepare materials for the next one. True. Let's see. I already did that. Structure up. 1x1 platform. We can build one like that. Pathway. And then... need to use double platforms here. But then... build out like this. Get the 1x1s again. There's another storage. There's another storage. Okay. And then we go storage, medium warehouse. Put one like that, like that. And we can build them up too. Now, if I want these to be accessible, how can I build upwards from here? Because that would then give me 8. And I just put like 1 off to the side or something. Let's just mark all of this resources for demolition. They are just in my way at this point. I want them gone. There's a lot of ways I can align them, but ultimately the way it's going to need to be would be platform either here or here, or here or here. If I get them here, I just have them all face inwards, which is probably for the best. So we do that. And then we go storage, medium warehouse, flip it around, medium warehouse, flip it around. I should have done this the other way around, medium warehouse. Alright, cool. Everyone's got a medium warehouse. Wonderful. I could just have them loop around the backside and then have stairs in the back there. I don't love that, but I'm not against it either. Gets the job done, that's for sure. Alternatively, I can have them come up this way and have like a external staircase here. I think this looks better. So resources be damned, we're gonna do it this way. Put one like that. Put one like this. And I do care about resources enough to not meaninglessly build 2-level platforms. Plus, we can actually put the extra one here. Look at this. It's almost like I planned it. I didn't, but it sure does feel like it sometimes. Then we go storage, put it in the warehouse, put it there. Perfect. Alright, first thing first. Sure, algae rations. You'll never be used, but yeah. Whoever gets to use the things that they build. Put in berries on that one. Put in corn rations on that one. Again, something that will probably never be used. This one will be eggplant rations. This one will be fermented cassavas. This one will be fermented soybeans. And this one will be kohlrabis. We're going to change this one out to be mangrove fruit. There we go. Then the other 2 can get put in, and it'll be hunky-dunky-dory. Good for them. Alright, more stuff for them to do. 10 days left in the bad tide. Love it. It does make you wonder, though. I've got, what, 2 builders and a couple of haulers in that one? What is the limiting factor on, like, the pool not being done? It needs more logs. Oh, because we have no logs. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Slight issue. We have no logs. Why is this not being replanted? We don't have a forester. I see. Okay, we need more people. We're actually suffering a minor population crisis, it seems. Okay. Well, there's a solution to that. That's more baby-making structures. But we've been growing previously. I think we just maybe had... Oh my god, a new Tadar was born. Where is he? What's up, kiddo? 21 average happiness? Okay, okay. It is interesting to look and see, like, alright, what is up with my beavers? Who's happy, who's not? Not everybody has a laborer monument or flame unity. I presume that's all the people who work in Amsterdam, actually. Taylor, Scratcher, swimming pool. Only about half people have Scratchers in swimming pool. Only 10 people have exercise plaza access. I wonder what's up with that. To unlock reach average well-being of 15. Oh, well, yeah, we've done that. Minus 0.2 average well-being from the injury there. Interesting, interesting. Obviously, what we need more of is food types. Those are easy, relatively easy. And aesthetics. We just gotta try harder on those. Like, I could go and just build all of those into passive well-being boosts all over the place, and I'm just not doing it for no reason. How many beds do I have in Dust Capital? 22? Alright. Pretty much all of our unused beds are just in Dust Capital, which kind of makes sense, actually. This is almost done. 199 of the 450 gears having been utilized. Looks like all of the gears, in fact, have been spent. Oh, good, we have 61 logs. That's good to see that some growth is happening, with or without our intervention. Huh. Slight oopsie-doopsie. You actually need to let some water back through here as well. Gotta get this refilled, don't you see? So our mangroves can try and grow. My poor mangroves. I keep destroying them. There's a reason that there's basically none being used. Okay. Oh my god. Kind of didn't realize just how much water had come through the system here. Fortunately, basically all the overflow is immediately flowing into the lake, so that's still going to be used. But oh my god, we just drained the reservoir up here. That is the thing with having automatic levees. You are not paying attention to how much water is actually coming through it. We got 8 days left. There's plenty of water in the system. I'm not particularly concerned. There was a long period of time where 10-day droughts were just this water being forced to stretch. So we've had worse time periods to be alive in. How did they end up building these first? Why did they end up building these first? What the fuck? So strange. Alright, well. It's at the very least constructed. So now, let's see, storage, there we go, medium warehouse, put one like that. We're gonna flip it around, put it back there. And we got mangrove fruits being utilized, fermented soybeans, fermented cassavas, eggplant rations, kohlrabies. I think we don't have fermented mushrooms and corn rations up for storage. Ugh. Mangrove fruits, check. Berries, corn rations. Okay. We have mangrove fruits, berries, corn rations, fermented soybeans, kohlrabies, fermented cassavas, and eggplant rations. So we definitely don't have fermented mushrooms, and I know I need 9. What do I not have on here? We got kohlrabies, we have fermented soybeans, we have mangrove fruits, fermented mushrooms now, we have fermented cassavas. Was it eggplant rations that we took off? Might have been eggplant rations. No, we have those. Is it algae rations? It's algae rations, okay. Cool. They now have a storage available, hypothetically, for every single type of food. That's good. What else are these guys getting exported to them? They have berries, fermented cassavas, metal blocks, planks, treated planks. Over here they have berries, fermented cassavas, metal blocks, planks. A lot of metal blocks being exported here that they don't need, to be honest. Goodbye, lake. But glad to see you're drying out. The last remnants of water in the reservoir are being drained as well. Oh boy, scary stuff. Well, at least in the meantime, we could see about destroying this section, expanding it out. We do have dynamite and extract available, so just do a little demolishing of the buildings, which is just basically halving at this point, but that's fine. Just for simplification purposes. And then we go... Is this too deep? It's too deep to get down to there. How deep is this level compared to top level? That's what I want to know. It's one block. Oh, God. Need more damn, truly. Oh, I can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is 3 triple... From the top, it's 3 triple explosives down. So I should probably do that. Let's see. Where's my terrain button? There it is. Explosives. Does this remove single blocks? I don't know. We have so much dirt on this map. Like, over in these mountains over this way. I don't really care if I destroy all of the dirt on this side. So, let's blow it up. Kaboom. Yes. Kaboom. We put on double dynamite on this section. That'll bring it to being considered on level. Ooh. The beavers are going to town, blowing it up. Wonderful. Honestly, I don't need this stuff anymore. I'm thinking about it, and it's really just gonna be in the way. Like, we'll need to get down here again somehow, but, I mean, this would work. Yeah, that would work. I just realized the music has stopped completely. We must have gone through the entire Frostpunk OST. What can I play that will not be copyrighted? I guess we're just gonna restart Frostpunk soundtrack, I guess. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll get the job done. It'll get the job done, that is for sure. Weird pings. I don't care about those. Alright. How my beavers doing? We got 3 days left on the bad tide. Don't love that. Explosives are sure are working. Sure are working. Sure are getting job done. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on auto. So the moment the contamination drops below that specific point, it'll reopen. Start letting water through. Dong, dong, dong. Hey, look at that. This is done being built. Which means I can hook them up with a rooftop terrace as well. Wonderful. Always good to see. Just in case, is there a grindstone in this section of the map? Yes, there is a tooth grindstone here. Popularity, basically never, which makes sense. But we should probably build one on this section of the map as well, just for the sake of completeness. Honestly, I care so little for the tooth grindstone's efficacy. I'm going to just build a platform like that, put a path like that, and just drop that down like so. Kind of just out of the way, in case somebody ends up needing it. Also make an exercise plaza. Should probably give one of these to Amsterdam. Alright. You just build one like here. And honestly, nah, I'm thinking we build it like here. Kind of in the middle of everything. Screw the expense, right? Who cares? Is it 4x4? I have a feeling it's a 5x5, but yeah. 5x5. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, boop, boop. Give them the old exercise plaza. I bet industry feels real shafted that I'm paying all of this attention to giving the nice things to Amsterdam at the moment. Listen, guys, they produce all of your water. I need them to be happy. But the bad tide is ending. At long, glorious last, the bad tide is coming to a close. And additional explosives are going to be available. Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what we've been waiting for. Let's go! Bad tide ended, cycle 38 begins. Alright, so let's see how this works. These will come open the moment the contamination drops below 10%. Fortunately, the way this is designed makes it so that contamination is always going to be highest for a little while on that. Don't love that. This is open. We drop these to the lowest they can be at. Drop this one as well. Try and minimize flooding. This should be open. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Look at us. Plenty of water. Flowing free and clear. Not a worry in sight. Happy to have it? Alright. Just in case, we'll put this to 1.95 as per usual. The classical flood relief system. Interesting that there's still flooding going on down here. Not sure what's up with that. But, looks to me like it's getting the job done. Drained out. And the lake is ready to refill. Wow, already evening again. It is a little bit concerning how much water we actually go through. I'm gonna turn on this adult reading pod. Nothing to do in range. Oh shit! We finally did it! The madman did it. He completely deconstructed his entire city. I'm impressed. I'm a little terrified. This will not be done for a little while. How much metal do we have? We got 150 scrap sitting around. I think we'll be fine. We don't have a high number of additional metallics that need work done. Though I will say it would probably not be remiss of us to try and get at least one of these bad water discharges built. I'm going to put it on low priority and operate it. I'm going to put this on normal priority now that the thing over here is actually depleted. So we do need a source of metal that will be running routinely. As seen, we've clearly been utilizing it a fair bit. Also need more gears. All the staked out pillars. This would make more sense being called Venice, wouldn't it? No, I mean, and don't get me wrong, Amsterdam works. Drought approaching, yep, I definitely am right to want to cordon off the bad tide. Truly a little bit absurd just how much fluid comes through here. Like how much water is actually stored in the lake. Even crazier, the idea that I could maybe completely redirect all the flow? It would be tricky, but with proper utilization of dynamite, I could turn this into one hell of an outflow channel. How much fluid comes through there? Oh yeah, you know it. This game's all about fluid coming through small, narrow passes. This is still open. Interesting. Because it hasn't hit 0.95? Ah, there it goes. Closed up. Perfect. Almost instantly starts overflowing. Yeah, alright, that's fine. That's fine. I've seen worse. I have 4 unemployed people. Who the hell's unemployed? You? Who's unemployed here? I don't know. A couple you go be haulers and just cool you go over here. You got more exports that need to be done, so you need them gears. Das Capital is not willing to export their gears, huh? Alright, fuck it. Export all goods without without restrictions. I cannot be bothered anymore. You guys just need to share your resources fully equitably. Because these guys need your gears, and so does industry. This is overflowing. That is a problem. There we go. Let's not have massive unassailable flooding ongoing in my territories. That's usually a bad thing. Ah, my beautiful, beautiful cities. I'm so proud of them. They've come so far. Oh, hey, the clock's almost done. And so are my statues, the Great Ganonu, and of course the Tadar, directly represented. Why is it Beaver Lenin? Why is Ganonu Beaver Lenin? It's just he's just Beaver Lenin. Man, the happiness in Amsterdam gotta be going crazy with all that stuff available to them. It is so funny that I still see people pop up with like, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty. I'm like, go eat, go drink. What are you doing that's so monstrously taxing upon your person that you can't get that very basic stuff done? I need more workers. Like, just plain and simple, I need more people. I don't know why my population has crashed out and then like restabilized at 72, but I need more people. Well, easy solution. Oh, the drought just started. Shit. I was not paying attention. Quick, seal it up. All remaining water must be retained. So yeah, I mean we got a fair bit of water. I think we'll be fine. Oh, this is a full 30-day drought that we are staring down. This is the longest drought we have faced ever. Actually, this is a very, very long drought. It's a little concerning. Let's see. Housing, yes. Let's go ahead and get 2 advanced breeding pods up and running. I need more extract-fueled, crazy super soldiers being pumped out every day. Oh, look, they're fully underwater. Isn't that nice? I love my lake. It's so pretty. My stilt city, which, of course, we are exploiting for everything it's worth with all those water sources. Yeah, these guys actually could use for an additional pool. That's good. Good to know. Poor industry could probably also use another pool, actually. Alright, you know what? I know you guys get fucking injured all the time, but fine. Now we're gonna go here, we're gonna go well-being, we need you guys another pool. This is in the way. This is in the way. And there you go, fresh pool. Now you guys can go and enjoy a swim in the fresh, clean water and have wet fur. Something that I was kind of convinced would not be possible. I think I even said that. I was like, oh man, these poor guys are just never going to have the wet fur bonus because they'll never be able to access clean water. And look how wrong I was about that. They got plenty of water here. Is this battle water discharge done being built? No, it's not. Though they have all the explosives. They're just waiting on gears! Ah, freaking gears! They have only 16 remaining gears in the entire colony. The 1 gear left in this large water tank's done. That's 1 expense of this shit done. More to the point, the efficient mine is complete. Yeah, you guys can do the scrap metal efficient extraction. That's 1 gear, 1 treated plank, 1 explosive every 3.6 hours. Oh my god, out of 10. How about we have 2 guys? I don't know, how many beds you guys got? 6 available, you say? Alright, that's fine. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional people to work in industry. I'm gonna put... Oh my god, we're actually out of bad water. That's insane. We're gonna get both of our bad water pumpers pumping. And, all other remaining beavers shall go and henceforth be rescinded to the mines, where they will dig too deep and too greedily. What are you on about? Construction last materials? Can't get all required materials? I don't care. Deal with it. I'm sure there'll be more logs eventually. I mean, presumably maybe you're pitching a fit because you can't get where you're trying to go. That's certainly a possibility as well. But I don't care. Alright. Speed it up. 28 day bad tide is not gonna survive itself, that's for sure. I do think these floodgates are probably unnecessary at this point. I think they are a slow, steady I'm gonna keep these forcibly closed as well. I don't want any flow in here. I think they are a problem, is what I'm trying to say. I love the discombobulated messes, Das Kapital, the hyper-efficient utilitarian sprawl, urbanism of industry. Ah, the mines are working. Hey, look at that, they got guardrails. Oh shit. This thing's OSHA compliant. Well, isn't that nice? And, yeah. Well, hopefully they'll finish the bad water discharge soon. That is the last remaining thing. 1 gear, guys. 1 gear. How hard can it be to get 1 gear to this fucking place? Oh my god. Oof. Oof. What time is it? Oh my god, it's 7 o'clock. Who's pinging me all over the place on Discord? 26.7 days remain in this bad tide. How goes my adult breeding pod production? Well, they're just sitting on it. They're not doing it? Okay, whatever. I don't own them. What can I say? I can't do anything about that. Though the bombs are coming together nicely. Though our bad water is going on. We got only 700 extra. Yeah, we actually got to keep these guys staffed basically constantly now. That's good. I'm glad to see it. Good old bad water pumps. Pumping them logs, something crazy. Unlike these. Much cleaner and nicer, normal water pumps. I wonder if I position my camera correctly, if I can hear all of the bells at once. That was close. I think I heard 2 of them. Bum 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 bum. Oh, we got no unemployed beavers, so that's good. I love that I have like 1.1 thousand coffee beans. I do not have the thing that makes coffee yet. It takes horsepower. Yeah, that's why I don't have any of these, because they all take horsepower. Well, I could build a hydroponic farm at this point. It does not take horsepower. It just takes some beavers and very long time, and a lot of water. Unfortunately, though, they're also completely useless without being without the associated food factories to compress these things into rations. So that would be a job for industry, whose horsepower abilities are already stretched pretty thin, unfortunately. The absolute state of this location. Yeah, I got no logs, so actually industry is completely at a standstill. They're on vacation right now. Oh my god. I feel like I don't actually need 5 people up here, to be so honest. Let's put it at 2. Alright, well, we've got some production going. The engine's running. So that's good. We love the fires of industry. Oh. They can collect from 1 tile lower than where they are. That's nice. That means I can get rid of that stair. and they'll get the resources back. 300 years is truly an insane amount, actually. Because that's what? Logs are a 1-to-1 production with planks. Years are a 1-to-1 production with planks. So 300 years is 300 logs. Well, maybe it won't be that bad. We do have logs actually being made. If somebody would work the fucking lumberjack flag, please and thank you. Sheesh. These people. I swear. Perhaps it's time for the tribute to ingenuity. Nope, takes 400 years. Can't afford that investment right now. Not even a little bit. So other than getting the... I mean, having the water wheels run permanently is going to be big. That helps a lot in terms of our industrial capacity. But it's truly not perfect. I could continue the subsist. How much horsepower does the ration factory take? 120? What's the maximum output this thing can push out? It's got 200 with 2 beavers. So I'm assuming it's 100 horsepower per beaver. In which case, hypothetically, I can power everything that I need to power with just beavers. It's not efficient beaver time-wise, but we're at the point where it might be best just because they're consistent and spatially easy to run. Berries and extract. Yeah, you guys can get prioritized by haulers. Producing new beavers is always important, and these don't spend any time as children, which makes them significantly more efficient. So that's good. Why are these yelling at me? This building isn't connected by any path yet. Well, you know, we're working on it. What can I say? Though I suppose you actually need to demarcate. These are paths, don't I? Yeah. Slight issue there. Slight miscalculation, if you will. So now I gotta do this. Real pain in my buttuckus. Come on. Down and in, forward and over, and bada bing. Okay. I think that's all of them connected. Very nice. You know, it's yelling at me that they're not connected by path, but they technically are. They just aren't functionally connected by a path. But look at that. The importers are actually working, so they'll fill up their storage demand, and the importing can become a whole lot smoother because they aren't literally living out of their secondary storages over here, which is how they kind of were previously. Similarly, I should probably build some industrial piles for them. Just enough for one of each pile resource. Speaking of, which are those? It's just dirt. No, I'm gonna store that. Logs, planks, scrap metal, treated planks and logs. Okay, I mean, yeah, 4. Just have 20 of them sitting around at all times for easy access. It's probably for the best. Maybe just back here. Build 3 like that. And a little bit more like that. We go storage, industrial piles. 1, 2, 3. And another one. We'll go logs, planks, metal, and treated planks. There we go. And then we'll give them some small warehouses as well. For some of the industrial ingredients they probably should have around, like some gears and pine resin? Probably they don't need. I don't think they need pine resin in storage. I'll be honest. Maybe dynamite. I don't think they're gonna need dynamite, if I'm being very honest. So maybe instead we give them the old secondary industrial pile and make this one stored dirt. Just in case they end up needing it. Who knows? Maybe they will be very, very important for them at some point. Alright. And all of these are accessible again. Wonderful. Alright, so they have their very own storage section ready to go once more. Ready to store plenty of fermented cassavas and the whole 9 yards. Speaking of, am I detecting a food shortage? Oh my god, I think we are. I think we're actually running into a food shortage. Oh shit. I think we've had so many beavers alive for so long that we're actually running into the picture where we can't produce enough fermented cassavas to keep everybody satiated. Yeah, we only have 113 cassavas in storage. Uh-oh. Well, Operation Expand the Farmland is officially very important again. Okay. So, at present, we have what? What is most necessary here? So if we look at the fermenting, honestly, if we're running out of cassavas, that's our staple. It is the cassavas. So let's just expand the cassava fields to their max, I think. We'll do a little plant trees and bushes, plant crops. We will do a... Do I not even grow kohlrabis anymore? Or are they just instantly eaten? We do actually produce kohlrabis, so we just don't... I mean, they're just all instantly eaten. We have none in storage. Okay, step 1. Do a little bit of extra soybeanage, just because I like squares. We do a little bit more canola? I don't know, we have a lot of canola oil available. We'll do a little bit just as, like, hypothetical future-proofing. And then, the rest of this, cassavas. Very nice. Do I want to put the forester in on this work as well? I could. Probably would be a good decision to have the forester be in on this. Oh hey. My bombs are ready to be detonated. Sick. Let's start with these. Oh. This one. And these two. And then, we'll demolish this. Demolish this. We'll worry about what to do with those later. For now, landscaping, put a double dynamite there just for ease of access, and we'll blow it up. And once that's done, we'll blow up the whole shebang. Bada bing, bada boom. And that will single-handedly expand the reservoir by a not insignificant amount. Ugh. We'll kind of have to call stream here pretty soon. But not quite yet, because I do need to be able to actually complete what I'm making. You know? Are there any crops that are grown underwater? No, there aren't. I will say hydroponic farms. Now that we have a significant water availability, maybe that'll also be what Amsterdam's good for. It'll be hydroponic farms. Because they should have the ability to host the water. They'll obviously have the best access to the water to keep them running. And I can just hook them up with a turn shaft, because if I'm going to use that anyways, who cares? I could also just give them an engine. Then I would certainly at that point need additional log production to be able to use an engine effectively. Alright, you know what? This one I'm making the executive decision. We're starting this one in the middle. Take him out, baby. Boom. Boom. Fireworks. I like the expanding ring of destruction. Beautiful. Detonate that, and bada bing, bada boom. This whole shebang is down at ground level, or at least equitably at level now. Yeah, wonderful. I can now blow this whole section up. Yeah, this is actually... I was holding on to it just in case. I think this whole thing is ready to be demolished. Cool. So this alone is a not insignificant increase to our ability to store water back here. But of course, depth is more important than width in Timberborn's water storage mechanics, because width corresponds directly to how much water you're able to... The wider a body of water is, the more water is held in evaporative capacity. Any block of water that's exposed to the air has a higher chance of evaporation, from what I understand. So, like, this water here evaporates essentially faster than a really deep ravine full of water would. So, it does encourage you to build deep reservoirs like that. Which is in part why I have my water suction from all the way down here. Not only will it last the longest as I drain more out, but as the water naturally evaporates and reduces on its own as well, it will be more resilient against that. Yes, this whole system out here is closed up. There's no additional water coming through. Seems to be, it's just going to be what it is, which is fair. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think that this will be a good place to build the, what's it called? Hydroponics systems. I think that's going to be a smart play in the grand scheme of things. The Amsterdamians are probably pretty happy. Industry's doing well. Everyone here seems happy enough. Plenty of injured beavers still. The Badwater discharge, well, it's certainly doing its best to get built. That's for sure. But 300 years is a lot of stuff. That's a very much not insignificant. It's very much a not insignificant relation, requirement. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of words and they're not coming easily. I hate it when that happens. Big thing happening. It's expensive to have a lot of gears. I think that's what I was saying. That's a lot of logs. I don't have that many logs. We're working on it. You know, the oak trees are getting grown and all that, but this isn't even being worked at the moment, so really nothing to be done. We just gotta get more beavers cranked out. With the advent of the additional adult breeder pods, certainly on our way to get that done. Look at this slice of paradise. We've carved it out of The very stone itself wrought nature to our will, and yet still she tries to defy us. Holy shit. I actually drained it. I drained the bad tide section. Oh my god. Yeah, I gotta say, this is a new one. I've never expected to fully drain the, bad water discharge system. I always assumed it wouldn't happen, but, I mean, a 30-day drought is a long time, and we actively help extract the water, too. Industry is, for the first time, I think, in its entire history, entirely situated above dry land. It's probably for the first time ever, the people of industry are like, doesn't smell like blood in my nostrils. Grand BGM. Thank you, thank you. Referring to the background music, that, my friends, is the Frostpunk soundtrack. Highly recommend it. Love Frostpunk. That music, it goes crazy. I enjoyed the soundtrack from Timberborn, but there's like 2 songs total in the entire game. I gotta listen to something else while I'm doing it. And Frostpunk, I think, hits the mood. Oh, good. Industries built their exercise plaza. Not Industry, Amsterdam. So proud of them. Good for them. Interesting, it's like raised up a little bit like that. The Iron Teeth want to be like their creations, always harder, better, faster, stronger. Why are you guys yelling at me about not being connected to the path? Out because I forgot to connect you to a path. Yeah, that'll do it. It does, in fact, tend to cause problems. The pools are dry again. This drought's getting serious. With 12 days left, this is a quarter down. I don't know. I think we're looking at a pretty rough time with our drought. I think this is going to dry out by the end of it completely. This, I don't know. We'll have to see how far down it gets, but I'm not hopeful. Truly next level how deep this drought goes. Got 5 injured beavers again. Sheesh. Sheesh. Construction lacks materials. Which ones? Bad water discharge. Alright. Clock. Waiting on gears. Alright, yeah, of course it is. Needs 1 gear still. Oh my god. All the gears that are made in industry are immediately sent to get utilized by a bad water discharge, which is very funny. So it means that none of it's going anywhere else. And the thing is, like, this is the most important thing for us to send gears to. Because the bad water discharge will allow industry to run all the way through. Like, it doesn't matter if the drought's on or off. It will be effective. Sometimes you listen to background music to more occasionally feel somewhat like similar to the City Skylines background music. It does. It's very understated. It's very, normal, which is fine. I don't think there's a problem with that. I love their little fires. It's very nice. It's very homey. But yeah, it's very much like, I can't listen to it for too long, otherwise I start going a little bit cuckoo crazy. Oh hey, we're up to 82 beavers. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Finally starting to reduce some of that vacant employment. I do want to know what the fuck they go off and do. Like, we have all these beavers. I don't know what these vacancies are. I don't know where they're not working. Bad water pump. Show me Das Kapital, because everyone's born in Das Kapital. We have deep water pumps that are not in use. Well, those are paused. Those don't matter. Soybean, cassava, foresters, gathering flags. Yeah. Some of the more important things in the world for us to be doing. Not like truly important, but like pretty important. Yeah, no, I was so right about saying that there was a food shortage. Oh my god. Actually. Hmm. We are subsisting entirely on berries again. Hypothetically, I can make a coffee bean roaster. Actually start utilizing some of those, but okay, bad news, we're out of food. Good news, how do we fix that? Well, obvious answer is of course additional farmland. Um I don't really care about Tapper Shack. Do I want to plant this? More berries? Probably. They're probably the easiest source of food. They're also vital to our reproduction. So I will plant additional blueberries with the idea that they are very, very important to us to have as many as possible. I hate this strip because it means I have to either build another farmhouse. Well, I can actually probably just move this one because this one covers all this territory here. Oh, doesn't cover this shit. I could replace that with a line of blueberries, actually. Coffee is a true luxury that offers no benefits, even to beavers, but in Amsterdam is something you can't miss. Fair enough. Does it give them nutrition? Does it count as food, though? Or is it, like, actually genuinely like a luxury item that gives them no food? Which would be kind of funny. Alright, we're gonna destroy this farmhouse. And we're going to make a new one over here. I don't love putting a farmhouse all the way over here. Hypothetically, you'd probably better off clearing some of this planting area. And then building the farmhouse on that. Of course, it means that I need to mark these resources for demolition. But I'll then mark these for planting. I think more cassavas? Honestly, no, that should probably be kohlrabies. Because they can eat kohlrabies directly. They don't need to be fermented. Priority. Ridiculous. Alright, new farmhouse, also priority, very high. Then honestly, let's just give this, I don't know, more kohlrabies? Then over here, let's see. Hydroponic garden. How big are they? Oh, just very much slightly smaller than I would want them to be, but okay. That is fine. Let's go ahead and plant. Actually, no, maybe it is for the best for them to be like that. So I could then ring up around this and just infinitely stack them upwards. So I can build one like that. Of course, it requires gears! Something I don't have! So I do need stairs. So here we go. Double platform. So straight to the triple platform. Stairs. And then additional hydroponic garden. Now, this does come with a slight problem, which is that, well, we can make mushrooms and algae with this setup. We then need to export it for processing. Or, well, now we could probably process this stuff in-house. It just requires a little bit more setup. Let's see. So we need, at that point, a food factory, which processes ingredients and food ration. Oh my god, that's large. Power needed? Yes, of course. Oh, wait, do these need power? These don't need power. No, they just take a shit ton of water. Okay, we're good. This needs power, though. I do know that. Honestly, we can kind of make like a small industrial district here. So I think the plan, we go, is that 3x3 for these? They sure are. We go like this. It's one of the few buildings by the whatchamacallums that is not a solid. That's interesting. Now hopefully these share power between them. Or, actually, interesting question. Is there a design where I can put in one large power? It's 300 horsepower. It's got 3 outputs. I suppose there's a version where I can connect it to this. At max, this is putting out 300. With beavers running it. Get all 4 beavers 300. That's enough for 120, 240. I can only run 2 of these off of 1 of these. Okay, that's fine. In that case, it's kind of an easy equation to do. Because then we can just do this. We go power, large power wheel like that, and we put another one like that. And, you know, it's maybe not very efficient in terms of beaver time usage, but at the moment that is very much not what I'm concerned about. And I guess we'll make this algae rations. Wait, what the oh, shit. Mushrooms get fermented, not processed. Okay. Well, same general idea. What does a fermenter look like? Four mushrooms turns into 16, takes 50 horsepower. Okay. How much do these make an hour? It's 45 mushrooms every 192 hours. 190, so 45 by 192? Yeah. Something 0.23 mushrooms an hour. So one fermenter can cover, what, 4 hydroponics worth of mushrooms? Okay. That's kind of based, actually. It doesn't take anything special either, so I should be able to put one, like, here, put one like that, and then have a connector between the two of them that transfers the power. Yeah, because one of them needs to be connected like that, otherwise it doesn't line up with the grid. Okay, that'll work. That'll be fine. This'll still turn out a-okay. Alternatively, if I want to maintain the ability to have a food factory here, what I can do... demolish this whole setup, and then we do a fermenter straight back here like that. Just run it like that. Take a double platform. Run it like that. Back in singles, and this is in the way because of course it is, because this game hates me. Fermenter. Where's the fermenter? It's in food. I'm a little bit stupid. And then I can just chain this outwards like that. This is what? 40 horsepower? 50? This is 120. 120, 240, plus one of those is 290? So running max, that's just about perfect, actually. Okay, cool. This will do algae rations. How efficient is the algae ration production? Half. Oof. Oh, it does take canola oil, though. That's worth realizing. That's fine. I can deal with that. We have plenty of canola oil sitting around. I think. No, we actually only have one canola oil. Great. Alright. We're gonna pause this. We're gonna leave the rest of this intact. Because I like the long-term plan here. But we're gonna kind of double down. Instead of trying to make it also algae at the same time, we're just gonna do mushrooms. We're just gonna do mushrooms. Because it's what? 4 did we calculate? Was that correct in my calculation? Because it's... this process is 4 mushrooms every 2 hours. This produces 45 mushrooms every 192 hours. So 45 into 192 is 0.23. I'm so bad at math. I have no idea how to calculate this. The rate of mushroom processing per hour in the fermenter is 2? 2 per hour? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So 2 per hour to run perfectly efficiently at all times, to be able to run through it. But these are going to run different... Ah, fuck it. Make it 2. Just we'll make 2. We'll see how this turns out. That's food. That's what we need. It's just food that we need. I'm overthinking this. This isn't satisfactory. It's not gonna yell at me if I'm not 100% efficient. Alright, we have additional food being produced over here. That's the important part. We got a little bit of extra canola. And we, of course, have another press. That does occasionally actually do some work. I think, if we're being honest, expanding this over here might be a good idea. I don't know. Is it? We unironically tear through enough water in Amsterdam that between drought conditions and all that, I don't know how long this is going to remain a functional, arable land, if that makes sense. I suppose I can keep it artificially irrigated. Use the thing, that one technology that lets you drop water in. Yeah, the fluid dump discharges water or bad water. You just put in some water, pumps it out. Because we could use this and keep this area artificially irrigated at all times. And then we don't need to worry about that during rainy seasons, but we use that during a drought to make sure that things stay irrigated over here and not dead. I don't know. Hard to say. The beavers of Amsterdam are doing their darndest, though. That's for sure. I trust them. I trust them to see us through. I wonder how long this food shortage has been looming. Because we haven't really expanded our food production in a very long time. And I haven't really been paying attention to it because I was more interested, much more concerned about water dynamics and industrial capacity and all that. I do wonder how long this has been the case. There is also an alternative, which is where I chain over industry's power supply over here. Turn this whole thing into one massive interconnected network. That's probably not gonna work, but, I mean, it works. I don't know if it'd be worth it. Alright, well, the power wheel is getting into place, so that's good. The hydroponics farms are being built, or at least one of them is. Of course, limiting factor, mushrooms. Can't forget about the fact that we don't have any mushrooms. What can I do? Well, assuming this drought comes to a reasonable end soon, I could throw down a district crossing over here. Make a new district over here. And just have it dedicated to farming. Knowing that it's probably going to be a shit place to live. But we could make the food gulag. Is what I'm saying. We could make the food gulag. I think at this point, these don't serve a purpose anymore. I'm probably going to regret it the moment I do this, but yeah, I think that's for the best. This random piece of path, well, congratulations. You're going to be replaced with a statue. That's really expensive. You can have a lantern. I don't know, there's not really a lantern all over this place. Clock. Nah, I'd want anything expensive to build to be more centralized. So, I don't know, lantern. Yeah, actually, just leave the space available. What if maybe I need it for something more important, you know? God, the water here is... It's dropping. It's dropping fast, even. It's a little concerning. You start cooking mushrooms properly, you won't have to worry about food anymore. Interesting. Well, I'm certainly trying. I'm certainly trying for the mushroom strat at this point. Are mushrooms just like crazy efficient or something? I mean, don't get me wrong, they look pretty efficient. Given the 45 output from that, all it takes is water, and you just straight ferment them. You don't need anything else. My lake. My poor lake is draining away to nothing. My reservoir fades. The top shelf of our the bottom step of our measuring gauge is beginning to show. It's bad. This has definitely been a long drought. We've weathered it fine. I'm not particularly concerned. Like, the biggest issue has honestly been the fact that industry has been so stagnant because of it all. More than anything. Industry, how many beds you got available? 1? Alright, well, congratulations. Get over there. Fingers crossed they go and actually work in the gear store. Why are you not working? Yeah. The gear shop is officially our most important place to work. I don't know where they went and worked instead, but whatever. In the mines, probably because everybody's injured. At least there's enough beds for all the injured. That's good. I keep getting thrown off by the fact that there's no water down here. There's no bad water at all. It's so different from how it usually is. I keep thinking that my water transparency thing is on. I'm like, oh, that looks weird. Why is that on? That shouldn't be on. And it's not on. There's just no water there. My goodness, the water here is so low. I'll be interested to see if we ever reach the point where it drops below this second shelf. We've had it drop below the first shelf a number of times, but I do think this is the lowest it's ever been, with it being at half down the second shelf. And there's still 3 days left to go in this drought. It could certainly keep going a whole bunch of other ways. Alright, buildings officially lack power. This needs to be productive soon. At least that'll be the hope. Boop. Boop. Alright. I do love how tight and compact Amsterdam is. There's basically nothing that is far away from the district center at this point. Industry is similar, though, you know, it's got these massive red tangents, but even the mine, which is really the furthest away point that beavers go to regularly, it's pretty close. It's a yellow. Das Capital, on the other hand, this place is a sprawl. It uses pretty much every possible ounce of reasonably available area. My god, I finally have a forester actually working. Yay, population increase. How do I have an unemployed beaver? Who the fuck is unemployed? Where do you live? Random unemployed beaver. Why does Amsterdam have an unemployed beaver? No, they don't have one. Industry? Why do you have an unemployed beaver? Oh, because in beaver injuries. It is kind of funny that I have to have like a replacement staff of beavers on hand in industry because so many of them get injured. Water evaporates rapidly depths of 2 or less. You think the only meaningful water storage is possible from a depth of 3 or greater? Yeah, it lines up with about what I've seen. Well, if you're gonna be unemployed, congratulations, you're being sent to the mines. There is a reason that I have pushed this to be as deep as I have. I want it to be deeper still. Don't get me twisted. Oh, look at that. We've run out of water up here. That's not good. No, there's only a day and a half left. And I think maybe only the kohlrabi? No, not even the kohlrabis are gonna die. Soybeans do, though. Soybeans are fucking weak. The enclosed pools. Look at them do it. We're gonna move. We're having a great time. Meanwhile, industry's pools are like on the edge of town. Anywhere closer to the center of town would literally kill them. No, I could at this point make a fully artificial pool that is sourced by one of those water dumping things. That'd be kind of funny. Make a 3 deep water hole with some dynamite over here in industry. I'd actually have no idea where I'd do it because there's no flat land available that wouldn't immediately be filled by bad water upon the production of it. Look at my boys go. They try so hard for us. Alright, half a day remains. We've survived this drought very well. Finally, with Amsterdam up and running, the amount of water we're able to produce has skyrocketed. Oh my god, we're up to 92 adult beavers. That is the highest number we've ever had. Still not fully employed, because of course we're not. But we finally have a forester. Somebody working at the flags. Yes, yes, wonderful. Okay. We certainly could be in a worse position. Oh my god, it's 8 o'clock. I have streamed for a whole hour longer than I wanted to. Alright, let's let this new drought end and the reservoir fill to its new level. This will be the first time this area actually gets water since we blew it up. So it'll be fun to see it go. Come, water. Come. Ah, no, a bunch of the kohlrabis are dying. They're drying out. It's a shame. But the water has arrived. It flows down, down, and away. And through the levees, through the floodgates, and restores vitality, life to land. You know, most of the crops survived. Good. Everything over here survived because of the deeper water. I should probably deepen this, huh? Try and keep it a little bit more intact. Put that back on auto. And look at it go. Free and clear. Floodgates are in the position they need to be in. Very good. I mean, look at that. It got so far down that it's fully a visible, like, waterfall on the channel. It's letting through so much water that this itself also looks like a visible waterfall. This little mangrove farm here is a limiting factor on how much water can actually get to. How's our network look in this one? And if I pause this, it doesn't even fully note the map. That's kind of funny. Alright, back to it. Oh, 88. A bunch of people died of old age. Not surprising in the least. And so the water returns to us once more. I do think it's really interesting how, because this is lower and just that is the way that water works, it actually has a new channel. Like, the water all kind of flows into this channel before flowing down instead of spreading all the way out. It's certainly a more direct route to the base. It's beautiful. Hey, look at that. It's overtopping the banks once more. And the great lake flows again. It is kind of funny. There's a horrible, tempting part of me that wants to, like, bomb out the lake and make it so that it's all areas are 2 tiles deep. It would be a very, very heavy investment of dynamite. But it would increase our storage capacities a not insignificant amount. I think we're probably better served making, spending that dynamite up here to expand the actual reservoir, because it's always going to be so deep. And then any water that gets stored up here inherently also has the method of being able to be poured down the entire network. Hey, look at that. You are going to ferment mushrooms, please. When/if we ever get the gears necessary for their construction. I'm going to pause this bad water discharge's construction. As much as it's necessary, as much as it is absolutely something we need, it can wait. Oh my god, the drought's already approaching again. Oh, goodness. Are we even going to be able to fully refill our reservoir? I mean, probably. It's getting close. This is nearly refilled to where it needs to be, where this will start closing itself again, and then once that happens, this will fill back up, and then this whole thing will fill back up, and then all of this will refill. Will it refill in time for the full drought to take effect, though? I'm not sure. I hope it's not another 30-day one. I mean, we'll survive. This lake is our source of water, and as long as it's full, we're basically fine. But I'd like to have my reservoir be full, you know? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be something cool? I clear out all this space, I don't get a chance to use it because it throws another frickin' oh, there it goes. Refilled. Very nice. There's some minor flooding going on as the water level shakes itself out. Levee is closed, and alright, reservoir gets to be filled. Yay! At least for the most part filled. Seems urgent to deepen the reservoir. It's certainly on the list of things to do. Look at it go. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Beautiful straight line right along the river path. It's immense. It's beautiful. It's incredible. Alright. Yeah, I know. Gotta divert some flow. Alright. 1 day left? I don't know. Maybe I just do the intentional flooding strat. Alright, yeah, you know what? Close the sluice. Close the excess water drain off. Close this. Turn that up to max. Those don't need to be turned. Turn that up to max, and close this. Turn that up to max. Alright, all excess water in the buildup of this drought goes straight as it can into our wonderful lands. Fill up as much as possible. And hopefully not cause too much damage in the long term. I do wonder what happens when this lake fills up to the point of flooding. What that would look like. It is interesting that even with everything shut down and put to as much flooding as possible, please, there's really not that much flooding going on. Like, some of the stuff over here does, but that's just from the waterfall topping it. It's not actually the river overflowing its banks so much. Okay. How's food situation look? Better. Looks better. That's good. Alright. We aren't looking like we're on the cusp of everybody starving to death just yet. And the drought has cometh. Alright, that is as much water as we can possibly get before we start risking, you know, entire soybean fields dying due to flooding, but they still do. Fucking hate things. Building a long bridge every 2 tiles on the opposite side of the reservoir should make it easier to place dynamite. Perhaps. Perhaps. But for now, we've got a 25-day drought ahead of us. We've got sluices and whatnot in place. We got a very, very full lake. We have a large number of happy beavers. The might of industry churns, and we have a mine ready for exploit. We've grown new forests and new lands. We've greatly expanded our reservoir. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being the wonderful people. We're going to have to call the stream here. I hope you've all enjoyed. I certainly had a good one. We'll be seeing you all next time, and arrivederci, everyone. Have a good one.